What's good? What's good? What's good? What's going on? What's happening? Do I say what's happening? Do I say what's happening? I don't know what to say. Okay. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Just in case you didn't know what today is. Today is Monday. Monday. They say Monday fun day. I guess that's what it is. But we gonna enjoy whatever day this is. At least I think so anyway. I think so anyway. At least I think so anyway. Oh yeah. Oh man. At least I think so anyway. We gonna enjoy the day. I'm gonna talk a little garbage. Garbage, babbage, however you wanna put it. Talk a little bit. Talk a little ish. Swallow a little ish. We gonna do that. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. Uh, if you don't understand what we doing, we just having some general conversations, and trying to enlighten ourselves. At least that's what I think anyway. So when you come in, share the broadcast. Do that for me. Do that for me. If you can. Please and thank you. I want to say please and thank you early. Um, if you can, share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Partner. So today I want to talk about our perfections and our things and our goals and stuff we like to accomplish. I want to talk about that for a second. I want to just have some discussions that grown folks can have. I want to have that discussion. Sometimes the discussion has to be had. At least I think so anyway. Sometimes the discussion has to be had. Has to be brought to our attention. At least I think so anyway. Sometimes When grown folks sit around and dialogue, they need to have those conversations. Sometimes you need to have those conversations. And in those conversations, uh, I ask the question, is today that day? Is today that day that you begin to perfect your craft, begin to perfect who you are as a creator, as a entrepreneur, as a somebody who is a dreamer? Is today that day? You could have started yesterday, but it's today. It's today that day. Cause I be want to know. Sometimes I be going into going into conversations, and I ask, is today that day? Is today the day that you begin to perfect who you are? You can start today. I think you can start today. I think you can jump right into today is that day that I begin to perfect who I am. Is it that day? It's today that day that you begin to perfect who you are. And then the question is, have you reached your level of perfection? Have you reached your level of perfection? A lot of times, what's up, Bob? A lot of times we sit around and we think that we doing well, or we think that we doing good. However, we have to ask ourselves those questions. Is today that day? Today is that day. Today is the day that you start, that you can start. Today is the day that you can start to perfect who you are. You don't have to wait till tomorrow. You can look in the mirror right today and say, I'm finna start right now. Let me begin to put all my ducks and my chips in a row. Let me begin to do that. Can I do that? Can I begin to put all my ducks and my chips and everything in a row and begin to perfect who I am? And it doesn't have to be the level of perfection to the point where things are just flawless. It just has to be better than what you are now. You have to come to that conclusion that I have to do something better than what I'm doing now. We have these great capabilities. We sit around and chop it up, so to speak, and have those coffee conversations about woulda, shoulda, coulda, or what you could have done, or how you can take and perfect who you are. Sometimes you gotta have that conversation, even if you're looking in the mirror, or even if you just driving and you thinking, it's today that day. It's today that day. Have you reached your level of perfection? So when y'all come in, press that like button. Give me some hearts. Um, tap that screen, subscribe, share the broadcast, make a comment. Comments, comments help. All of the above help. So sometimes I sit around. Well, I like to get on the phone and have those conversations with my friends and people who I call my brothers and everybody who's close. Sometimes there are people that are not close that I still have those conversations with, and we talk about how do we get to the next level of what we doing, or how do we get to the next level of our conversation. There has to be a next level of conversation that we have. You know, no matter how old you are, you still can perfect who you are, or the things that you are, or the goals that you are trying to achieve. You can perfect them. Whatever perfection looks like to you, you can perfect them. Not what it looked like to me, but what it looks like to you. You can perfect it. There is a possibility that you can perfect who you are. You can always become a better person. You can always become a better person. Those are facts. Sometimes when you do something different from what you're doing, it makes you a better person. And then you think, man, I shouldn't have been doing it like this. Sometimes you have to get on the phone or do some Zoom calls and talk to people that you trust with the idea of you wanting to perfect yourself. Not somebody who say, "Ah, man, you can't do that, man. You ain't gonna do that, man. You too old to be doing that, man." You got to get away from them people. You got to get away from those people. Or sometimes you got to get with people who are not in that. Some people who you have conversations with that's doing the same thing you're doing. You have the option to share that information. Me, I share the information because in my head, no matter what you're doing and what I'm doing, we'll never be in the same lane. We might do similar things, but we're not in the same lane because I might choose a different audience than you choose. But it might be the same or similar concept, but I'm appealing to a whole different audience. So how do you how have you reached? I'm sorry. Have you reached your level of perfection? That's what I be wanting to know. Are you there? Are you there? And it might not it be the thing that you are there. Are you trying to achieve that goal? Are you trying to achieve that? Are you trying to take it to the next level? That's what I be wanting to know. Are you even trying? Gotta try. You gotta try. You have to try. You have to try to take it to the next level and make your business or whatever you're doing, your practice, your business, you have to take it to the next level and attempt to perfect it. I'll have conversations about whether we talking about some parts of the real estate game, the rehabilitation of the investment homes, whether we talking about garments, whether we talk about what's going on in the community, no matter what we're talking about, we trying to figure out how to perfect it. That's what I think. I'm trying to figure out how to make it better. Trying to figure out how to come to a point where this is how it's supposed to look. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm trying to get to that point. Maybe I can get there. Maybe I can get there. I think so. Do y'all think so? Do y'all believe that you can get there? Do y'all think that we can get there? Because I want to help you get there. I want to help you take what you're doing to the next level. I want to take and make sure that you can reach your pinnacle. Okay, let me start back from the beginning. Today was a good day. Today was one of those days where it's first day of school, District 189. In District 189, we have a lot of quote unquote minority children. And we have to make ourselves visible to the children as males. We have to make ourselves visible, and we have to greet the children when they come into the school on the first day. I think the fathers should go to the schools with the children on the first day, because we have to perfect the level of confidence of making sure our children are comfortable, making sure that they are confident in life. How do we get our children to be confident in life? See, that goes back to that. Have you reached your level of perfection? We have to make sure our children have the ability to reach their level of perfection before they even leave your home. You can make sure that work. You can make sure that work, that your children get an opportunity to reach the level of perfection, or know how to perfect what they do before they even leave your house. So we do this first day of school meet and greet for the children. They coming in, kids are all cleaned up, got their new tennis shoes on. They looking good. Little boys got their fresh haircuts. Little girls got their barrettes and their ponytails in their hair. I was at the middle school, so they got their ponytails and everything in their hair. And it's grade school or middle school. What? I don't know what Vetter Young school is now, but we greet these children. These children are happy. Some of them, you got to make them smile. Smile, young brother. Smile, my man. You gotta. Won't you be cheerful about what you're doing? Cause some of them kids come to school mad. Summer's over. So for some reason, when you get close to the end of the summer, that's when you begin to have fun. It's just getting good. The summer is just getting good. Sometimes the summer is just getting good at the end of the summer. at the end of the summer, at the end of the summer, sometimes the summer is just getting good at the end. And some of the kids didn't want to come in. So they wanted to come in, but everybody got their mouth poked out. Some kids came in so happy because their daddies was with them. Their mamas was with them. And for some reason, we got this thing in our community that we not doing good. Yeah, we could be doing a whole lot better, but we have a great community. People are engaging with their children more and more. So we have to get the children to the level of perfection too. Getting them to the point where they are accomplishing their goals early on in life. See the thing about grown folks then went and grown folks then went and got in this procrastination stage, and they postponed and delayed their lives to the point where sometimes you get to a certain age, you kind of sort of having your regret moment. I don't think I have too many regrets. I think one of my regrets is I probably should have did the military at least. Everything else I did accomplish it. So we have to start today. If it's not headed in the direction of perfection, we got to start today. Can we start today? Can we begin to making sure that we get to that point of we reaching our goals? See, sometimes people are not interested in reaching their goals, but you got to go look in the mirror. You got to go look in the mirror, and you got to tell yourself. You got to tell yourself, am I there yet? What they say in the movie, are we there yet? You got to figure that out. Are we there yet? We not there yet. Because there are a lot of stones unturned when it comes to our life and how we are living our dreams, or living the aspect of us being these great entrepreneurs or great business people, or the great people who has a craft that they're trying to perfect. Can we do that? Can we perfect our craft? I think it's doable. I think it's doable. Excuse me. So the question is today that day? Is today that day that you begin to try to reach your level of perfection? You almost got it. You almost got that I'm almost there. A lot of times the things that you're trying to accomplish usually is this close. It's real close. I put a link in the chat if you want to come in. Somebody wants to come in and have this conversation. Somebody wants to come in and have this conversation. Sometimes you gotta push on through because you're almost there. You almost got it. Just be patient. Remember I said that procrastination is one of the biggest downfalls to man. Procrastination is one of the biggest downfalls to man. Just in case you didn't know that. Just in case you had no idea on how people are failing. A lot of failures deal with procrastination. So as great people, we got to get past that. Let's get past that. Let's get past the point of I just I ain't I'm gonna stop BSing. I'm gonna go get all my necessities, my tools that I need to make my dream happen, and I'm going to attempt to perfect it, perfect the craft, no matter what it is. Whether you are out somewhere teaching somebody, perfect that craft. Perfect that craft where they are asking you to come and do workshops and stuff like this at the schools. Perfect your craft. Perfect your craft to the point where people are trying to seek you for knowledge or trying to find out, hey, how did you do this? How did you make this happen? Sometimes we have to step back and look at that. How did you make that happen? Sometimes you need some of that guidance, or you need to just have those conversations. How did you make this happen? Oh, that's what I was missing. That's what I was missing. And then you got to get to the point where you can call somebody that can help you. You know, you might say, well, I went to that office and I was trying to get this particular paperwork and they just wouldn't give it to me. But then you got that one person that you can tell that to, and they said, oh, okay. Call me tomorrow at the office. I'll take care of it. Let me talk to him and see what's going on. Sometimes we gotta have those conversations with people that we can that can help us get through the doors too. That can help us get through the doors. So we have to keep that in mind, that you have to begin to network if you want to take your business to the next level. If you want to take you to the next level, you got to begin to network. That's just what I think. You got to begin to network. I got a lot of things going on in my head, and I have to get it out, and I have to tell people, you got to network. This is easy. It's easy. If you can see somebody else, they done it, you can do it. You're not even same market. Yeah, you might say that the market is saturated or what have you, but you're not in the same market. Sometimes you're not even selling to the same people. Excuse me. Sometimes you're not even selling to the same people. So if you gotta have a friend that you having that conversation with, and you saying, "Oh man, I was gonna do that." Sometimes you gotta let people know that you had a plan to do something similar to what they doing, because people will go into that space and say, "Oh man, he just copied me. He just doing what I do." Sometimes you got them people. Oh, he just doing what I do. They told me there were no new ideas or new things on the planet. because we share similar frequencies throughout the universe. When you think about it too hard, the universe sends signals, and you might give your ideas away because you sending out these signals, and everybody who are receptive to the signal, they picking it up and they coming up with ideas too. At the same time, you coming up with ideas, but a lot of times you're not even in the same market or the same region. We all have the capabilities of reaching out to somebody in other places only because of the internet. You got to do Etsy accounts, and you have to do these things where people can reach you, and they can buy your product. You can do, if you're doing garments and stuff, you can do things where people can drop ship your stuff. There's a whole lot of things to go with that. It's a lot of things that go along with I'm not in your same lane. I'm not even in your lane. Yeah, we might sell an item that might seem similar, but my logo is different. My branding is different. Everything is different. So we have to keep that in mind. We got to keep that in mind. It's today that day. It's today that day that you change and you perfect what you got going on. That's some of the things that I'll be asking the question. It's today that day. I hopefully that today is that day. Hopefully today is that day that you are headed to the road to perfection. Might be that day. So anyway, I just had to come on here, go on my little tangent, my little rant, and say today is that day. And have you reached your level of perfection? I hope you are close to it. I hope you are striving to be that level of perfect, that you know how to be that level of perfect. You might have to have a conversation with somebody. Sometimes they know something that you don't know. Just tweak something. Now you got to turn it 1 degree. You can't turn it a whole turn. You got to turn it just 1 or 2 degrees. And you say, oh, that's what I was doing. I'm thinking I got to turn it all the way. You don't have to turn it all the way. You might only have to turn it 1 degree. And that's it. And you got it. And you got it. I know you can do it. I know it. I hear a lot of people say that, I have a photographer that can capture the shot that I need. But when they see the images in which we have, it's almost like, why go anywhere else? When you want the right shot, come to the best. 5-Star Production. This is your man Danny Faree. I was thinking, how would you be if you were at 100%? What would your life be like if you were at 100%? So I'm trying to reach that goal of being my 100% potential. At 100% of my potential, you may not even recognize who I am. Because we are all supposed to be somebody great. We all supposed to be somebody who does something fascinating. Think about that. Think.
show for y'all tonight. Just be ready. I'm building some.
Yes, 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 yes. So anyway, that's my time, y'all. I'm finna run over and run amok on TikTok. TikTok let you get wild and loose. So I'm gonna go over there. Y'all can follow me at 89 Blocks Mixtape over on TikTok. I see y'all later. It's been real. Y'all always, as I always say, keep it 100. Peace.